Well, we are extremely pleased to be with you here today, dear one. And we are happy to chat with you about your question. So, where would you like to begin?
Well, I might just read the question if that's okay, because it felt like it was really... Let me just find it 1 second. So, what I would like some help on is to find out what I can do to experience more financial abundance right now. I'm so ready to release the struggle and find more ease. I would love to know what is causing this to show up and why I seem to be always just scraping by and not knowing how I'm going to pay my bills. I would love to flip things and have wealth growing rather than bills and debt piling up. I want to show my children positive financial experiences, as I know so much of what I show them will affect their path and relationship with wealth.
Excellent. Powerful question. So we're just going to begin by taking a breath with you here. So just closing your eyes and taking a nice deep breath in here. Bringing your energy down into your heart center. Softening. Relaxing as you shift your energy out of your head, down into your body, into your heart center. Just taking a moment here to breathe into the energy of your question. And as we're breathing here with you, we're actually going to start with the piece of wanting to show your kids a path of prosperity. And right in there, we get this frequency of fear, of somehow I'm messing up, somehow I'm not showing them the way, I'm not being a good enough mother, I'm not providing for my kids. So we just want you to breathe right there into that space of what's coming up for you with money and your kids. So what comes up for you as you breathe there, dear one?
So I feel like I'm doing the best, but it's just not quite good enough. And I've chosen to send them to a private school because that felt really important for my elder son particularly, because he has a few issues with dyslexia and things. And I'm sending them to this wonderful school, and some days in the fridge there's no food to eat, and it's such a contrast in our life, and it's just such a worry. I'm doing it all by myself because their father is not contributing financially and is not capable of doing that, and I'm just, part of me is thinking, why do I find the struggle? Just choose that route. You know, I kind of always want to strive for more and strive for better, and I just really want to have a little bit more ease so I can enjoy. I'm loving it, being a mummy, and it's the best thing. It's all I ever wanted, but I just feel a little bit helpless sometimes, like it feels like I'm working against things, and I would love just to be able to kind of ride waves and show them it can be easy.
Excellent. So you're right there. You're right on top of everything in all that you just said. So this frequency of a struggle and the energy of I'm doing my best, but it's not enough. It's not enough. I'm trying so hard, and yet it's just not enough. It's I'm not enough. As much as I put forth, I can't quite. I just can't quite do it. I can't quite do it. And just keep breathing here as we're talking. Really softening your body here as we're just allowing you to unwind here, unravel all of this pressure that you've been putting on yourself, dear one. It's so much pressure. It's so much pressure. So much pressure of responsibility, and here I have this private school and I'm trying to do the best for my kids and provide education, and I'm able to pull that off, but then I can't even feed them. I can't even nourish us. And really just breathing here and allowing all the emotions underneath all of this to just come up. The heaviness, the responsibility, the fear, the worry, the trying to keep it together, the always falling short, and the heaviness of the burden that's feeling, as you're feeling all of the bills and the debt piling up. Really softening here. Let that deep sadness, grief, intensity, just come up, allowing yourself to feel all of that. It's a heavy weight.
The word nourish is so poignant of all of this. It's like fundamental of everything. And
you can't nourish yourself. You can't nourish your kids. Yeah.
And I think I watched my own mum struggle and thrive. And she was so generous and kind with her time and her energy, and so capable, and she was inspiring, and she was the best. And that, the contrast from my father, who had inherited wealth, who was given to the eldest son, and it was always passed down, and all he expected of his daughters was to marry someone wealthy. I never wanted that, but I also wanted to cope and be financially successful and not have the struggle that my mum had, but to be stuck somewhere in the middle of it all.
So right there is a very dominant frequency of I can do this on my own, and just receiving money is bad and wrong, and to just have stuff handed to you is not okay. And so just breathing here into the two examples that you had, that you created judgment around. So this was, so your father had things handed to him, and your mother was this beautiful light that was so open and beautiful and generous, and yet there's a form of struggle in there. So it's like there's a deeper resistance in you of the ease of receiving. There's a deeper resistance to your father's frequency of that you could just easily receive. So what's happening
actively?
We were just going to say there's a merging here of the mother and the father energy and the balance in between. what's coming up for you here, dear one?
So my son said to me even yesterday, it's like, you're like my mum and my dad, aren't you? And for me, when he says that, it's sweet, and I don't want to take what his father brings, but I'm struggling to juggle all of it. And I've always been very independent, and I have chosen in the past I didn't ever want to kind of eat out of anyone else's hands. But I don't want to keep everyone away from me either. So it's all muddled.
Yeah, so just breathe here. Breathe into that statement of, I don't want to eat out of someone else's hands. Just allowing that, just breathe here, soften your body, and allow that to begin to unravel in you. Feeling the resistance in that energy. I don't want to eat out of someone else's hand. And just allow yourself to soften here.
I guess it feels like I'm giving my control away, and I don't really trust in anyone enough to allow them to have such control.
Good. Okay, so let's read her. I don't trust that someone else can provide for me. I don't trust that someone else is gonna do it right. I don't trust that it's safe for me to receive, to be nourished by the love of others. I trust that it's safe for me to allow others to support me. Just breathing into this here. And as we say that, trusting others to support you is clients. It's people showing up and buying your yoga business. It's finding the women who are coming to you in your new fertility business. So trusting that it's okay to receive from others really is allowing others support you, for you being you, for you showing up you. You just being you, meaning you shining your beautiful, bright heart and bringing your amazing work out into the world. You being you, just shining your light and bringing this incredible information and transformation and love into the world means, and we want you to breathe here. We want you to breathe here into this breaking point of me being me. Me being me, me being me and being visible means that I have to allow people in. I have to allow people to support me. I have to trust. I have to trust that I'm going to be supported. I have to trust. I have to trust that what's coming through me is pure and real and necessary, and I have to trust that there are so many people that need what I'm bringing through, that are ready for it. I have to trust. I have to let go of control over this, because really I can't control this anymore. I can't control how tight this little hose is, and that's what I've been doing. That is what you've been doing. You've been tightening the hose through which you can receive money by not allowing yourself to be supported, by not trusting the universe, by not trusting those that are wanting to bend over backwards to support you. Do you know how valuable your work is? Do you know how valuable it is for a woman to have someone do the deeper work with her in terms of fertility and being able to bear a child? to bear a child. You are one who is going to be assisting women in being able to bear a child, to conceive. And so we really want you to breathe into this word nourishment that you so resonated with, because this is you allowing yourself to be nourished as you are assisting other women in being nourished emotionally, spiritually, physically, energetically, in order to be able to be fertile, to conceive. So there is a deep root in nourishment here for you. Just breathe into this, dear one. Trusting that it's okay for you to be nourished. Trusting that it's okay for you to receive deep nourishment. It's okay for you to be loved by a beautiful partner. It's okay for you to receive him. It's okay for you to receive his support. You don't have to do it all alone, dear one. It's okay for you to receive the support and the love of others. Just as you would want your own children to be able to receive the love and support from others too. You get to be the example to them of what it looks like to be love in the world, to shine your light in the world, and to receive support and love and nourishment in return. Breathing here. Can you feel that?
Yeah, and I think that I embodied that with my yoga business and my yoga classes for so long, and now it's kind of breaking free from that.
We're having a bit of difficulty hearing you, dear one. Can you speak up just a bit, please?
Yeah. So it feels like I've been doing that by leading yoga classes and running the yoga studio. I've been gifting people the peace that is within them every yoga class they come to. It's kind of giving them back that beautiful spot within them, and they can feel it. And so the new business is a bit different because it's just one-on-one, and it's just me, and it's new, and I find it hard to trust that yet. I have days when it's great, and then there's that underlying doubt that comes.
So your guides are all just saying, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop the doubt, 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 stop the doubt. It's old. It's old. Yeah. You're just releasing old energy. You're just releasing. So that doubt is sort of like it's an energetic matrix of who you used to be. It's your third dimensional self, and it's not who you are, nor is it who you're becoming and what you're bringing into the world. But that doubt, so when you feel the doubt, it's like you're dipping your toe in the old you, but it's not the new you that you're becoming. So we would. So just as you do in your yoga practice, where you allow people to receive the gift of their own peace, that's the gift that we want you to give to yourself. Give yourself the gift of experiencing your own peace, free from doubt. And we will say that whenever you engage in something new that is really a gift, that really is something that you're being guided and inspired and impulsed to do, doubt is always going to come up, and it's pushing you out of your comfort zone, and it is something new. But just as you've become such a skilled yoga teacher, when you initially taught your first classes, you had doubt come up, you had worry, you had fear. And now that you're skilled in it and you've really mastered your craft, it's a no-brainer for you to be doing what you do. So we want you to take that frequency of the comfort, of the mastery that you feel as a yoga teacher, and begin to future project that energy into this now moment of feeling that, working one-on-one with women, assisting them in their fertility, so that you can really quantum leap very quickly by holding that frequency in you now of feeling, this is second nature to me. I've got this. I love the feeling of how it feels at the end of a session with a woman when I've assisted her in transforming and releasing all these blocks that have kept her from conceiving her child. And start to relax into that place, because it's going to start happening very quickly for you. So the more you can pull in the energy of feeling settled in your body, feeling how quickly this is going to become very empowering to you. And just breathing here. Breathing into the bigger picture of what you're up to and the lives that you're impacting, that you are really assisting women in being able to conceive. It's huge. It's huge. And it's important when you're being called forth. We want you to really breathe into the impact of you being called forth. And so when you doubt yourself, project yourself into the moment that woman is pushing her child into the world and holding her child in her arms for the first time. When you doubt yourself, project that image out of seeing one of your clients holding their child in their arms for the first time. And then say, well, is it worth it? Can I do this? Yes, I can. If I can help one woman hold a child in her arms for the first time, I can do this. I can do this.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's so exciting and wonderful, and feels like there's nothing better that I could do. It's my work. It's awesome. I love it.
Excellent. So it is your work. It is what you're here to do. Loosen the reins around not trusting. Loosen the reins around control and fear of not being supported, and instead really breathe into the bigger picture of who you're impacting, what you're up to. And we want you to get that the universe, that there is an entire support system that is created around you when you are really stepping into your gifts. But you have to allow that support system to show up for you. So allow the universe to be that wealthy husband. Allow yourself to be in partnership. Say some vows, get married to the universe, and allow the universe to support you. Allow yourself to receive support from your partner, which is the universe. You are in partnership with the divine. You are in partnership with the divine. So we encourage you to allow yourself to receive love from the universe, to receive support and material wealth, and to begin to release from your body the feeling of indebtedness, really releasing the feeling of burden and heavy responsibility, and just letting go of the reign of control, which keep you in that space of indebtedness and heavy responsibility. Releasing there. as you open up to receiving how supported you are, receiving support through clients and through not just clients, but opportunities coming from every direction. Every direction. I receive support from every direction. Wherever I look, I'm nourished. I'm nourished. Wherever I look, I'm nourished. I love how nourished I am. I love how nourished my children are. I love that we're physically nourished, we're emotionally nourished, we're spiritually nourished. I love how much nourishment is in my life. I don't think I've ever felt so nourished. I don't think I've ever felt so taken care of. I don't think I've ever felt so alive and filled to the rim with deep nourishment of who I am. I'm going to allow myself. I'm going to allow myself to feel nourished by who I am and what I'm up to in the world, and this energy of being my best really is my best, and there is no gap. Doing my work in the world is enough, and as I allow myself to receive the nourishment from all directions, everything's starting to shift in me as I'm really starting to feel fulfilled from within. I'm starting to feel nourished. I'm starting to see my fridge fill up with food and the cupboards fill up with food and my bank account filling up with money. I love how nourished I am. I love how supported I am. I love the feeling of so much money in my bank account. I love the feeling of credit cards being easily paid off and falling away. I couldn't be more nourished. And with that, dear one, there is so much love here for you, and we look forward to chatting with you again.
Okay. That was awesome. Amazing.
So good.
Marrying the universe sounds wonderful. Definitely. Something I'm going to do. Ceremony.